Hey berries, welcome back to Story Time with me. So, let's get started. Is there anything so I can use music? I don't think there is anything. Okay, so, that's better. So, we're going to talk about Year 5 and 4 drama. So when I joined in my new school in Year 4, I was super new and I didn't know anyone. And I went to get into the class in a big bushy coat, not like that, because it was just embarrassing. So then I just have to go with the teacher because she said, Bear and I we're gonna give you a peg now. So I got my peg, and then there was this girl, and the teachers were saying who wants to help Bear and I, feel welcome. And then my friend, she's my friend right now, I think it was her, but I don't remember much. And then she put her hand up so she could just show me around the school. And where we put our pegs, or where we eat and the dinner peg. She was showing me stuff like that. So basically, she showed me stuff like that. And then we went back into the classroom and just skip on to the next day now. Just skip on to the next day. It was so. I was putting my things on my peg. Then there was this girl called Isha. And I said to her, do you want to be friends? Because obviously I was trying to make as many friends as possible. Because who wouldn't try to make as many friends as possible? Then basically we became friends, and then I told her, and then I said to her, well, actually she said to me, I thought you were a boy, because we started playing together a lot. So she said to me, I thought you were a boy when you told me that. So she was wanting to be friends with a boy, and it was pretty weird because she thought I was a boy. So yeah, oopsies, let's reset. And then she told me that she thought I was a boy. So I told her I thought that she was a boy too. But I didn't actually think she was a boy. I'm just lying. I was just lying then. So I lied about that. And then she was oh my god. And she's so American. Everyone says she's so American. And her voice is she's pretty loud, but loud as in her voice is weird. It's and she's pretty loud. She talks like that, and it's pretty loud. So it was kind of weird when I started talking to her, but I had to get used to how she was always talking. So I tried to get used to how she was always talking, and I got used to it. Okay, so then we became best friends, and then this girl called Leah, she became one of our good friends too. And then we started hanging out with her every day. And then I called, we were sometimes calling, and my little sister, she Isha wanted to always call my little sister. Oh my god, how did they build this? WhatsApp, and I still do not have WhatsApp. So yeah, but make sure to like and subscribe, berries. And I did not have a WhatsApp, so it was like sad. And I do still not have it. There's like a group with my year, but I'm not gonna tell my year. You guys can ask me like questions. Please ask me questions, especially if you're my cousin and you don't ask me questions. Like, just ask me questions. Like, bro. And then so we had a fight because she was being rude to me. So I called her a bitch. Sorry guys that I said that. And then like I wanted to be friends with her again. So like I was like kind of exposing myself. So like I'm not gonna say what I did. And then we were friends again after talking a bit to the teacher. And then like it was we got friends again, and then this author came in, Peter J. I'm so lucky. And then this author came in, and he was called Peter J. Murray. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. Sorry if you're seeing this right now. And he was talking about horror stories, and we were all in assembly listening to his horror stories like me, and they were actually really good. And he kept on leaving us on a cliffhanger so we could buy his book, so that we could like all buy his book and try it. So the next day he was selling his books, and you could like bring in like money. It was for £10, and you got it was for £10 and you got a free bookmark, but he normally sells the bookmarks for £2, so it'd be £12 in total, but he only sold us the book, but we also got bookmarks for free if we were buying the book. So I bought the book, and then my class went back down because we all, like, whoever was buying a book could buy a book. So yeah, and then I went back down, and then we got to sit next to who we want. So I sat next to Isha. So then I was sitting next to Isha, and she was like, did you get a new book? Then she put whiteboard pen across the table. Like, why is she putting whiteboard pen across the table? And then guess what she does? She gets my book and she slides it. She gets my new book and she slides it across the table. And then I check the back of it, and it's got all whiteboard pen on it. And I start crying because it was expensive. It was £10. It was pretty expensive. I start crying, and she was like, what? And then I was like, you just ruined my new book. And then like why would she do that? Like, I did not like how she did that. So as you know, I was crying, proper like crying. And she didn't even feel bad. And then I went and told my friend when she was like there. Isha slided my book across the table when we were washing our hands to go eat our lunch. So I said, Isha slided my book across the table, and now it's got so much whiteboard pen on it. And she was like kind of laughing. Like, why was she laughing too? By the way, that was Leah. Like, why were they both laughing that my new book just got spoiled? And then outside, Isha was telling people bad things about me that were not true. So Isha, like, fuck off. Like, she was telling, like, the popular girls, that I did, like, that I was doing bad things, and they were all staring at me and giving me dirty looks. And so when they were all staring at me and giving me dirty looks, I just went into a corner and I crouched down and I started crying. And like none of my other friends wanted to play with me. But there was this one friend, Alice, and she's a really good friend. Even though Isha was saying bad things that are not true, she was still listening to Isha, but she was still being my friend. Like, none of them people knew my side of the story. They only knew Isha's side of the story. And whoever like comes to you first and like talks to you about that person, you obviously believe the first person that came and talked to you. But you've still got to give the other person a chance. Like, why would Isha even do that to me? And then so I told a teacher, and she's like very kind. She's really kind, and I really like her. So I told the teacher, and she asked Isha to come, and then all of our friends came, and then they were like, who? And then the teacher asked, who do you guys want to play with? And then my friends said, both my friends, they said both of them, but I don't think they actually meant both of them. I think they just wanted to play with Isha. So like, it was not very nice. And later, so I was like all by myself. I was lonely and all, and like I just went to my friend. She's really kind. Her name starts with an A, and I'm still friends with her now. And I'm gonna send her this video. So then, like, I was like really sad, and that day I could not stop crying. Like, I had lost my best friend. Literally, I had to get sent home because I could not stop crying. I was literally choking. I could not stop crying.